Sunday evening MLS Next Pro action comes at us from Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, Florida. Orlando City are back at home when they take on Huntsville City FC for a third time in 2026. Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth. Happy to have you with us. Orlando City B, 4th in the Eastern Conference. Huntsville, 13th, but within touching distance of the playoffs if 3 points are attainable here this evening. These teams have played twice so far this season. Once it's been a victory for Orlando, once it's been a victory for Huntsville, and yesterday the first team played at Inter.co Stadium about a half hour north of here. It was a 1-0 win for Orlando City over Nashville in a very narrow contest. The chance for the second teams to play now today. And interesting roster selections for both teams because of that proximity of the first team matchup just about 24 hours ago now at this point. Orlando come into this one 8 wins so far on the season, 35 points picked up, 10 better off than their rivals Huntsville City in the anticipation of this one. Eddie Wilding has a 4-2-3-1 shape that has made 3 changes from a 1-1 draw at Chattanooga FC in their last appearance. In the back line, a few swaps, bringing Parker Amu-Mensah back into the side with Albright Chicomso next to him as well. Reed Brown maintains his spot at left back. Caleb Trombino, meanwhile, comes into the midfield in a midfield pairing alongside Ignacio Gomez. Pedro Leao, who leads the line, 8 goals up at the top of the group. Gustavo Caraballo, meanwhile, off on the right wing, 4 goals and 4 assists this season. Has been a very dangerous young threat. Missed some time on Venezuelan U20 international duty. Meanwhile, Matthew Belgodier scored when these teams last met, scored the equalizing goal to make it 1-1. Has 3 goals and 1 assist on the season so far. That was Orlando. This is now Huntsville under Chris O'Neill, also in a 4-2-3-1 shape, making 5 changes after a big win against Atlanta United 2. 2-0 ended an 8-match winless run for them. Big, notable inclusion is Reed Baker Whiting at left back on his return from injury. Was questionable entering the weekend, but he comes in the next pro side to play at left back. Also Thomas Williams playing against his former side. Made 93 appearances for Orlando City B. So those are the 2 lineups for the 2 teams. 4-2-3-1 formations for both of these sides. Orlando at home trying to get back into some positive form. Their last 3 matches all on the road at Chattanooga, at Cincinnati, at Crown Legacy. Had 2 draws and 1 victory. Meanwhile, for Huntsville, they were so successful in that match against Atlanta, 2-0 victors in that one. Had been quite some time since their last victory. 8 matches they had gone winless. But Huntsville City back to winning ways, trying to continue that now here in Central Florida. We're up and running. Appreciate you joining us on MLSNextPro.com or OneFootball. These teams met in June, of course. It was a 2-1 win. Come from behind win on the road for Orlando City B. That was at Wicks Family Fields. Meanwhile, the last time they played here, it was the season opener on March 2nd. It was a 3-1 win for Huntsville City. Shaq Muhammad scored a brace. Jordan Knight also scored in that match. He's in the lineup as well. Mentioned Reed Baker Whiting as a notable inclusion in the squad for Huntsville. Jordan Knight also notable as Gustavo Caraballo tries to drive past both of them. Harvey Sarajan scored a late consolation goal to make it 3-1. It was a first pro goal for Sarajan. He came off the bench for the first team last night, so Sarajan, who's had a great year with the next pro team, 5 goals, 5 assists, is not with this team. Has featured in both matches since coming back from the World Cup break for the first team at San Jose on Wednesday, and then last night against the first team of Huntsville, Nashville. Jordan Knight, who you see on the right-hand side of your screen, playing on the left wing today, came off the bench for Nashville yesterday. Had a very good cameo. Was very lively in what was a very close affair at the MLS level. This is flared up. It drops for Baker Whiting. His first touches had a dribble earlier on. Missed the last few matches for Nashville coming out of the World Cup break. Beginning to get healthy again, and so he's got some minutes under his legs in this match here today. We'll see how much he's run out for in this one. Back now to Will Mackey. Mackey, one of the goalkeepers from Next Pro that will be in goalie wars. More about that at halftime. The All-Star Skills Challenge, him and Pedro Cruz of Houston Dynamo Dos. Pressing there from Ignacio Gomez, rides to that challenge and plays Baker Whiting on this left-hand side. Underlapping run from Knight. A lot of early possession for Huntsville in this one. That's the focus for Chris O'Neill. Knows this is an Orlando side that is very tricky to defend against in possession. A lot of rotations he mentioned in our discussion this week. Wants the side to be very aggressive in this one. Rojas, aggressive off his line, sees it out for a goal kick. Rolled along for Amu Mensah. 4 minutes in, first real possession here for Orlando City B. Caraballo goes back to Gomez. Caraballo, another one of those players that was somewhat involved in the first team match yesterday. He was on the bench, unused substitute in that match against Nashville. It is an interesting quirk of the Next Pro schedule, allowing Huntsville to draw upon some players that are on the first team bench. Baker Whiting not on the bench yesterday, but was a thought for the first team as well. Jordan Knight on the bench, did come into the game yesterday, but also gets the chance to start here today. So usually not able to draw on those players if the first team is either back in Nashville or the trips just don't align the way they do. But 24 hours after that weather-delayed MLS match yesterday, a chance to feature a few very important pieces. Thomas Williams, another one of those. He's made 2 CONCACAF Champions Cup appearances for Nashville. Still waiting for an MLS appearance, but made 6 appearances for the first team of Orlando City. Big interception there, goes down. That's going to be a foul, and it's going to be an early yellow card in this one. Just 5 minutes in. It's a tightrope to walk. Get you confirmation on who that was for. Looks to be Pedro Leao.
Yellow card has been issued to OCB number 90, Pedro Leao, in the 6th minute.
It is indeed Leao who is booked. Just gets the wrong side here, just catching the heels, a cynical foul. If there is really any player that can afford to pick up a yellow card within 6 minutes, it is probably your striker. But Leao, no doubt, will still have to walk a tightrope for the remainder of his match today. Moises Feliz is the right-footed option over this free kick. He's going to roll it quickly. Struck through the crowd and off target. International availability also impacting both teams in a way. Orlando, without the services of Colin Gusky, who has made 3 appearances at the Next Pro level, has been on the bench for the first team quite frequently, but has been the occasional recipient of minutes at the Next Pro level. He's away at the CONCACAF U20 Championship. More on that in a moment. It's rolled back for Baker Whiting. Brunet. Back to Charles Brunet. Gusky is away at the U20 Championship, also with Chris Applewhite, who captained the U20 side yesterday in their match for the United States. So those two operating as teammates. Applewhite Hasn't featured much this season. He was in the season opener, actually, for Huntsville against Orlando City B. Caraballo trying to spin Brunet, but it's a strong challenge put in. So no Gusky due to the U20 championships. Also no Clovis Archange. He's also unavailable. Recently signed a first-team contract with Orlando City. Here's Gomez. Okonski for Caraballo between the lines. Caraballo trying to slide one along, can't quite get it there. It's rolled out wide. It's a good chance now for Huntsville in transition. Numbers circling forward. Pokes past one and tracking back. It's Caraballo, is it? Going all the way back after losing possession. Good bit of defensive endeavor to ensure that his teammate wasn't fully beaten. Here's Okonski. Okonski rolls it along for Amu Mensah, trying to slide it forward, but Jordan Knight able to pick up the loose ball here. Options with him. Amu Mensah tracking back. Knight can't get past Okonski, but wins the match's first corner kick. See what the focus is on this corner. Inswinger hops in, pushed away. First time volley, trying to put it back in the mix. Bounces into the hands of Juan Rojas. Runa trying to bring it under his spell, but Valise tracking back, able to win it. Brunet. Sixth start of the year for Charles Brunet, the 80th overall pick in the 2026 MLS Super Draft. He's made 4 appearances in Major League Soccer so far. All the way back to Mackey. Here's Baker Whiting. Leao trying to pick the pocket. The Huntsville center back, and will make things difficult enough for Thomas Williams, and concedes a corner on the near side. Williams, who made 93 appearances for Orlando City B, left the side in the offseason, joined in Nashville, and now in just his 4th MLS Next Pro start, another beneficiary again of that combined travel with Orlando and MLS Next Pro in the same weekend. Caraballo short for Amu Mensah. Amu Mensah to the end line. Trying to get the cross in. Brunet clears. Caraballo. Rolls it for Gomez. Amu Mensah. Belgodier. Trying to dart between a few, goes down. It is going to be a foul. It's going to be a free kick just outside the 18-yard box. A very tricky dribbler, Matthew Belgodier, making things difficult there for the Huntsville defense. And this is another set-piece chance for Orlando moments after their corner. Another look here as Belgodier had a few around him. Darts between two. Not sure where the final contact was that resulted in the free kick with Belgodier going down. No major complaints. Chicamso enters the fray. Amu Mensah delivers, just misses off target. May have been going for a shot there. Just flashes off target. Towering header, won there initially. Gomez loses out. Brunet now in transition. Takes control, driving, trying to get it along tonight, but a little under hit. Baker Whiting fires one forward. It's laid off. Caraballo. Okonski. Williams. Looking to clip a pass for Baker Whiting, puts up an appreciative thumb. Reed Baker Whiting, not his first appearance in MLS Next Pro, but his first for Huntsville City. Spent several years with the Sounders organization. 79 appearances, a goal, 3 assists for Seattle. Had 3 goals for Tacoma Defiance as well, so did spend some time in Next Pro. He's made 10 appearances in Major League Soccer so far in 2026. To big effect, has been one of the more heralded signings that they've made, just as an option to bring in the offseason and turn into a really solid option in that left back role. Leao tussling with players going to ground to try and continue it. Haruna one further for Caraballo, trying to open space for himself. Just got his touch a little lost there. Intercepted by Amu Mensah, trying to hold off Knight. Brunet challenges thrown in left and right. Knight, and it's last off the Huntsville forward. This portion of the match is brought to you by Orlando Health. Choose well. 15 minutes in, no major chance for either side to write home about. Here's Trombino. Haruna. Gomez. Huntsville again a chance in transition. Belvedere takes back over, rolls it. It's all the way back now to Rojas. Gets it out of his feet, but only finds Jordan Knight. Crosses in. It's a dangerous cross. Just a poor touch there from Maximus X as he was not offside. His touch let him down a little bit there, trying to strike that one out of the sky as it was whipped in by Knight. Clean challenge, shoulder to shoulder. Knight to Brunet, back to Knight. Good bit of footwork there initially. Knight trying to persevere with it, but it's one back after a strong challenge. Belvedere nutmegs Baker Whiting. Haruna taking off his foot. Match being played at a great tempo right now. Another challenge thrown in, another clean one. And here come Huntsville with numbers in the attack. It's 4-on-5. They're a little undermanned, but they've got a lot of numbers swarming forward. Now the purple bodies coming back into it. Been a good match so far, 20 minutes in, 0-0, but still no major chance. It's been played between the 8 teams a lot. Baker Whiting looks to change that, floats it in, and just a little overhit. Clever idea though from the first team left back, getting some minutes back under his legs after a injury, missing the last few games. Gomez looking to spray one to the near side. Gets it to Amu Mensah. Baker Whiting, good bit of physicality. Brunet. Here's Baker Whiting. Receives, turns, and slips a pass over the top. Maximus Eck is going to go in to retrieve. The flag stays down. Eck prods it into the box for Baker Whiting. And hits the side netting. A deceptive hit of the side netting. Looked for a moment there that was 1-0, and Baker Whiting scoring on his Huntsville City debut. It's kind of dynamism from left back that Baker Whiting can provide. Played that pass, made the run in behind. Nodded forward. Yoshizawa out wide. Low cross into the near post. Touch there. Just runs out of space. It's a goal kick, is it? I think Maximus X touch was just a little heavy there. Haruna. Caraballo. Nice nutmeg there. Gets some moves from the crowd. It's Belgodier. Has Caraballo ahead of him, trying to slip a pass in for him. Too strong. Mackey gets onto it. Intercepted by Haruna. Forward for Leao. Leao trying to get it along for Caraballo. Thought about a first-time shot, just couldn't get there in time. That was a poor turnover by Huntsville City. Orlando can't punish them. Brunet sprays a ball out wide. The header back central. It's a good header from Tahir Reed-Brown. Sixth start of the season for Tahir Reed-Brown. Made 26 appearances at the next pro level in 2025. He's been on the bench and a substitute occasionally for the first team this season. Traded this left back role at the next pro level with Bernardo Ryan. Ryan getting the start at left back against Nashville at the first team level yesterday after signing a first team contract. Trombino out for Reed-Brown. Konski. Good pass for Belgodier. Reed-Brown. Belgodier. Darts past one. Good challenge. Pushes it away, but right to Reed-Brown. Whips across. A little overhit, and it'll roll all the way through. This portion of the match is brought to you by Inter & Co., your next financial super app and official financial institution of Orlando City. Throw near side for Reed Baker Whiting. Caraballo can drive at the back line. Roll to the side. Haruna out wide for Amu Mensah. Leao calling for it. The header away by Williams. Baker Whiting bounces back to him here, has options alongside him as Baker Whiting drives forward. On his right, strikes, it's blocked, it spins up. It's an awkward fall there for Albright Chicamso, who's down holding his leg. See if Orlando opts to try and play this one. It's slipped through, it's a great pass here. Issa Haruna is trying to strike towards goal, it spins backwards. Brunet. Good to see Chicamso back on his feet, and it's going to spin right towards him. Was down after that coming together. Might be still a little winded, but at least able to be back up and moving. Leao, clean challenge. Referee says yes. Can't quite find Knight, and it runs out for a throw. It's a free kick for Huntsville. Gomez. Looking to go to Caraballo. Can't get it to him. Brunet floats a pass over the top. It's a little overhit. Rojas will always be favored for that one before Yoshizawa can get there. Here's to Reed Brown. Trombino. Back. Rojas. Looking for Amu Mensah. Baker Whiting challenging in the air. Gomez's pass is blocked. The pass by Okonski's blocked, or Trombino rather. Haruna slipped forward. Great sliding intervention by Gaines. Julian Gaines scored in the last meeting between these sides, playing it right back in this one. 2 goals, 1 assist, and 11 appearances in Next Pro in 2026. It's a free kick. One back by Reed Brown. Floated along looking for Caraballo. Gomez. Caraballo. Okonski to Caraballo. Gomez. Amu Mensah. Looking to go over the top. Haruna, a touch that's a little loose. He's bumped off of it here. Eck not able to bring it under his stride. Amu Mensah. Clipped over the top, looking for a run from Amu Mensah. Halted his run. Rolled back to Rojas. Gomez to Caraballo, trying to go to Amu Mensah, but it's intercepted by Baker Whiting. Knight. Baker Whiting trying to leave it for Brunet. This is just booted out of play, no nonsense. Next chance for a hydration break.
The referee is
more than 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Break will commence. The break will last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Very even first half to this point. Orlando City 0, Huntsville 0. Here at Osceola Heritage Park in Kissimmee, Florida. A few small chances for both teams. This might be one of the biggest wins we've seen so far. That one looks like it went to the top left corner. It really hit the side netting and just bounced back. But Baker Whiting played that ball over the top. Eck then played it back in for Baker Whiting, who made that sprinting run forward. It's that engine and endeavor that has gotten him some looks with the first team. Brought in by Nashville, 10 appearances, 4 of those as a starter in Major League Soccer. He joined initially from Seattle. He's come in to make a big impact. This is a group that has a bit more first team experience for Huntsville City. Charles Brunet, Jordan Knight, Thomas Williams, Baker Whiting, of course, all players that could consider themselves options off the bench or to start at the next pro, first team level, I should say. They've made some appearances here in Next Pro and featuring in this one. Similar story for Orlando City. Reed Brown, Caraballo, Ignacio Gomez, Pedro Leao, all players that have at least been on the bench for the first team, if not come in for first team appearances so far in 2026. Mentioned some of the unavailable options due to international duty for both teams. Also, Dylan Judelson, who started last match, is away with the Canada U20 side at the U20 CONCACAF Championship. Those matches in Mexico, the United States, and Canada, both with 3-0 wins to start things off. So after the hydration break, able to get things started again. Baker Whiting, who, as we saw with that replay, has the best chance of the game so far. Lifted over the top, bounces through. Rojas gets there before Knight. Favorable bounce for the goalkeeper. Pass here. Okansi gets there before Knight can bear down on it. Amu Mensah, it's taken away from his feet. Brunet from behind. Thomas Williams adopting a very advanced position. Brunet, low strike. Rojas easily behind that for a save. Strike from distance for Brunet. Asking for strong strike. Leao carrying forward, clips a pass, looking to shift the point of attack. It's prodded over the top. Flag goes up for offside. Orlando were trying to shift that along quite quickly from Leao to Caraballo to Haruna, but as the defender stepped up to defend Caraballo, who made the pass to Haruna, he was in an offside position. This portion of the match is brought to you by Walt Disney World, the most magical place on Earth. Knight. Baker Whiting. Here's Knight. Brunet. Floated over the top. Knight brings us down. Wonderful touch. Reed Baker Whiting flashes it wide. So wide, in fact, it's going to go out for a throw-in. Juan Rojas was grabbing the ball for a goal kick. Didn't realize that one was dragged so wide by Baker Whiting, who was trying to get so much power behind it. In the end, just got around it too much. Caraballo up against Baker Whiting. Puts a foot in. Whiting gets another touch in there. That's going to be a foul. Amu Mensah, a strong challenge in there. At least a stern talking to. No yellow card produced here for the fullback. Carlos Rodriguez, the center official. Baker Whiting trying to shift it out wide. That's going to be a foul. That one going here's against Amu Mensah again. So Baker Whiting wins the side a free kick. Moises Veliz will cede duties of this free kick. Free kick service in. Rojas goes, punches it away. Cushioned header down. Still with it, shifted wide. Gaines. Trying to poke it away here, running out of play. It's out. Last touched by Orlando City B. It's a corner on the far side of the pitch. Only 3 inside the box here for Huntsville. 1 short option. Rojas catches. Tosses it out for Gomez. Both teams want it. It's going to be given to Orlando. Caraballo, slight touch on that pass. Haruna shifted along, looking for Belvedere.
2 minutes of added time.
2 minutes added on at the end of the first 45. Rolled along, it's Knight in the box. Jordan Knight onto that left foot, trying to cut a pass along. It's blocked, and it's last off of Knight. An unfortunate hop for that forward, and it's a goal kick for OCB. Williams, is there time for one more foray upfield? Gives it to Knight to ask that very question. Amu Mensah defending him. Knight driving forward. Good burst of speed. Amu Mensah, though, able to recover. Caraballo. Okonski. Clips into the midfield. Leao trying to bring it down. Haruna to the side, and that brings the first 45 minutes to a close. A small chance or two for both teams, but nothing major for either side. OCB 0, Huntsville City 0 is our score after 45 minutes of play. Reed Baker Whiting coming closest to scoring. And this one, our score at the half, it's Orlando 0, Huntsville 0. Coming up on our halftime show, we get you set for MLS All-Star Week, including the return of Goalie Wars, plus our first half highlights. lead return.
Has dropped the newest Predator and F50 cleats, and it's time to choose one.
Boys hear cinnamon, flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running those fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush it like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions, trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes, man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Home to Osceola Heritage Park on Sunday, August 30th at 7 p.m. to take on Crown Legacy FC.
Should be a fun
Single match
season.
tickets are now available.
MLS
Grab yours today at OrlandoCitySC.com/tickets. Powered by Ticketmaster.
Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back to Kissimmee, Florida at Osceola Heritage Park. Our score at the half, it's Orlando 0, Huntsville 0. Next pro alum and New York Red Bull Julian Hall has been named to the MLS All-Star team next week in Charlotte. Let's look back at our visit with this rising star.
Julian Hall! Remember the name! It's that man again, Julian Hall! Let's go, it goes in! Mehmeti, has he broken through here? Mehmeti across, Hall! Swinging ball towards the back post, it goes! Opening goal for Red Bull New York, Julian Zakshevsky Hall!
Born in Manhattan, New York, Julian Hall found the game the same way a lot of kids in this city do.
I first kind of started playing soccer when I was around 4 years old. I would play a lot wherever I could, if it was a field near my apartment or wherever I could, basically. And I just remember, falling in love with the game and wanting to play as much as I can. There's a main place I would play. It's pretty popular in Manhattan. It's called Pier 40, and a lot of people go there. That's where I played with Manhattan Kickers. It's kind of where I really started to realize I really wanted to play soccer seriously and maybe make it professionally.
That love for the game turned into an opportunity, a move into one of the top academies in the country.
Julian came into our system at U14. I think he played about 3 or 4 games with the U14s. I was a U15 coach at the time, so I was observing those games, and you could see straight away he was a special talent. So he quickly got moved up an age group to play with the U15s that season. Made an instant impact with the older age groups.
The level changed quickly, and so did the expectations.
I was very excited to come in and show my ability, and I was playing with my age and I was playing a year up, and the intensity was a different level, I would say, from what I've ever played at that point in my life. So yeah, no, it's an amazing experience.
Chimueno scored off the bench against Seattle, and Julian Hall with the breakthrough! The Golden Boot leader rises to the occasion, and we've got an electric finish here in the U15 final.
He's one of those players that can get you up off your feet. Like, he's direct, he can take players on, he can score goals from inside the box, outside the box in really different ways, and it would always amaze you how he would find goals in the game.
The next step brought a new set of challenges.
That was the biggest jump for me, going from academy to professional football. The intensity, the physicality, the football, it was all quicker than anything I had experienced before. And, you know, I just thought I did a good job of staying level-headed and not being discouraged about little things.
Working to the midfield, now Gonzalez entering the box, across and a goal! Julian Hall puts the Red Bulls 2 on the board.
I was lucky to be coached by Ibrahim Sakaya, and Bradley Wright Phillips was there a lot of the time as well. They did a good job of helping me progress and helping me not get discouraged and keep going every single day and working hard. The coaching staff really, you know, mended me very well.
Like he's always striving to try and get better at something within games and training. And then, you know, why he adapts well, he's a natural goal scorer.
For Julian, it was about staying level and keeping the work the same.
When you go to a professional environment, if you're doing the most amount of work and you're clearly working harder than everyone else, it stands out to a lot of people, and that can be something that separates you from everyone else. If you're a hard worker, that could get you to a lot of places, and I think that's just something that established me when I first came into the first team.
That work and mentality has paid off with the fast start of the season.
We're really happy with the way that he's moving himself forward. He has taken the ideas and has really shown that he is picking things up. Obviously, there's the attacking part, his ability to find chances, his ability to take balls on the move, to dribble, to go by guys, run in the box. The part that goes with it is how much work he does for us against the wall, how much pressing, how much sprinting, how much chasing, how much work he does to really make the game difficult on the other team. And so we're really, really happy with the progress that he's made. We're gonna continue to push him.
As he continues to grow, so does the chemistry with his teammates around him.
I've known Julian for a very long time now. I see the way he works in training. I'm getting to know him more and more, obviously, as we play together on and off the field. And then when I step onto the field, I know where he's going to be on the field, what his positioning is like, where he wants the ball, left foot, right foot. And we're kind of growing that connection, which has been going in a really good way, and hopefully, to grow that connection even more.
Mehmeti, has he broken through here? Mehmeti across, Hall! 2-0!
I think it's just the trust with the coaching staff. Coach Michael, he's done a great job with us during preseason and putting trust in me to start the first couple games. It's a lot of credit to him for putting his belief in me. Obviously, I have to go out there and perform to the best of my ability, and thankfully, I've got a couple goals so far. The goal is to keep progressing throughout the season.
Talent and work ethic have helped Julian's dreams come true faster than even he could have predicted.
I've always dreamt of becoming a professional soccer player, but I never really expected it to happen so fast, to be honest. You know, earlier that year, I was still just playing academy, and I was progressing well, but I never thought it would lead to signing a contract later that year. So it's kind of a lesson there just to be ready for anything, and anything can happen very, very quickly. You really just have to put your all into whatever you're doing, and things can happen. I think a big thing is just self-belief, because when I was playing in MLS Next, I was signing a contract later that season. I had no idea. I did not have a plan on signing that year. That was not in my plan at all. I think things like that can come from just you doing as much as you can, and things will just happen by itself, you know? As long as you're working hard and giving 100% every single day, you know, good things will happen. And, you know, thankfully things came to me that year, and, you know, you gotta be grateful and you gotta use it as much as you can to your ability.
Ortiz is onto it, cutting, denied by Cruz. And an amazing save by Pedro Cruz. And Pedro Cruz with a third save.
A lot of pressure on the ball. Ending hit, what a save!
Saved by Cruz. Pierce cross in front. Reflex save by Cruz.
Decent ball in. Great save again. My goodness. Worldly stop from Pedro Cruz. Marker
John for the equalizer. Stop. And saved by Mackey. McGrath stopped by Will Mackey.
Now sends one in. Oh, Mackey! How did he do it?
Sliding it across. Will Mackey standing on his head.
And he stopped.
It's another great save from Mackey.
Will Mackey says no.
Huntsville's Will Mackey and Houston's Pedro Cruz will be there. Will you? Goalie Wars, presented by Old Spice, returns as part of the All-Star Skills Challenge presented by AT&T on July 28th. And we must mention that multiple MLS Next Pro alums will be on hand to take the field in the 2026 MLS All-Star Game presented by Chime on July 29th from Charlotte. Julian Hall, one of those players. We saw him in that halftime feature. It's halftime here between Orlando and Huntsville. Scoreless so far in this one. Still waiting for that breakthrough moment here in Kissimmee, Florida at Osceola Heritage Park. We've been Whiting closest to it. We'll see the highlights in just a moment and what we saw in the match so far. This has been a good Sunday so far in MLS Next Pro action. Kind of looking ahead at what's still to come with our upcoming schedule. Big packed Friday. Orlando and Huntsville will both play this coming Saturday, but these are the games on Friday. Leads off with Atlanta United 2 against Carolina Core. A busy day wraps up with LAFC 2 taking on Colorado Rapids 2. That's what's to come here in MLS Next Pro. First half had limited chances for both teams. A game that was played between the 18s, how I described it in that first 45, and that's how it was during the duration of the half. Maximus Eck running onto a long ball from Reed Baker-Whiting, who would continue his run and almost score here. Hits the side netting so close. That was the best chance of the match really to this point. This one, a strike from distance, speculative from Charles Brunet, saved easily by Rojas in the end. That's what we've seen so far in the first half of play. Jordan Knight trying to create something here as well. Baker-Whiting's shot missing well wide in the end. That one missing wide, but some small chances for both teams. What is to come in our second half of play between Orlando and Huntsville? We'll find out on the other side of this break.
Yeah. Boys hear sentiment. Flow tastes sweet like cinnamon. Open up doors, I'm a gentleman. View top floor, I'm still staying ahead of them. Running on fumes and adrenaline. Do what I do best. Can't rush in like a roulette. You can't name a better duet. Don't ask questions. Trying to figure out what sound. Don't worry about what next. Just wanna know what's next. Man, I say it so loud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now. Oh yes. Man, I say it oh so proud. Don't worry about what next. Just know we got now.
Should be a fun season of MLS Next Pro.
Oh my! Pedrinho wins it!
Welcome back to Kissimmee, Florida, just moments away from our second half kickoff between Orlando City B and Huntsville City FC. Jack Edwards here with you in the broadcast booth. Appreciate you joining us on this Sunday evening, whether you're joining us on OneFootball or MLSNextPro.com. We're glad you spending part of your Sunday with us. Both of these teams had some small moments in that first half, but really nothing major. They were able to take from that as a chance saying that, yes, we should have scored this one. Maybe, perhaps. The opportunity for Reed Baker-Whiting, who flashed a shot wide on a really well-worked sequence. But outside of that, nothing major for either team. Huntsville won the first meeting of the year in the season opener back in March, 3-1 right here at Osceola Heritage Park. Orlando won the following fixture on June 13th. Julian Gaines took a lead, but Orlando scored twice in the second half. First, Matthew Belgodier scored, then Jacob Ramirez. There's going to be 2 changes at halftime made here by Huntsville City FC. Reed Baker-Whiting and Jordan Knight are both set to make way, with Malachi Molina and Leo Cristiano to come on in their place. It's like for like on that left-hand side of the pitch. Leo Cristiano, 3 goals, 1 assist. Malachi Molina, 4 goals, 3 assists. Both of them have played over 15 appearances in MLS Next Pro so far in 2026. So Baker-Whiting, appearance for him to get some minutes under his legs. Knight probably the same, who was a sub last night, but it was good to see Baker-Whiting back on the pitch and back involved in things for Huntsville. The hope that he can be ready for Nashville and some of their upcoming matches as the MLS season continues to tick along. Of course, Leagues Cup coming up very soon. Two guys who were able to get the minutes, probably in large part because the first teams played yesterday at Inter.co Stadium. Orlando won 1-0 in that one. It was a narrow match throughout. Few chances for both teams. It took one moment of severe quality in the second half to separate things.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That sounded all familiar to what we saw in the first half here.
At the half. First leaving the game is number 17.
Huntsville, a chance or two more than the other team in Orlando, but the game hangs in the balance. I think the throw was taken a little too far forward.
Reed Baker-Whiting. He's replaced by number 89, Leo Cristiano.
It's a foul committed there. Trombino putting a foot in and commits the foul. Play quickly restarted. Brunet, slight push on him by Gomez, trying to throw off his game. We'll see what the subs Molina and Cristiano can do in this match. Here's Molina. Haruna, was that a clean challenge? Yes, it was. It's 2-on-2. Leao and Haruna. Leao trying to get past one. Leao fires, blocked. Big intervention. It spins out. It's a corner kick, the first of the second half here for Orlando City B. Leao opening the space and getting the shot away. Had Matthew Belgodier sprinting in support as well. In the end, good defensive work, 2-on-2. Amu Mensah. Floated into the box. It bounces all the way through. Caraballo out of play for a throw. Prodded into the midfield. Gaines rolls it backwards. Valise. Here's Brunet. Patience here for Huntsville. It's similar to the first few minutes of the first half. Huntsville just putting their foot on the ball and trying to shift along this Orlando defense, make things difficult with some progressive passing. Clipped forward, Reed Brown under it, nods the header down, looking for Belgodier. And Belgodier comes away with it. Going to drive pass, but it's a strong sliding intervention. Stepping in there. Nigel Prince was able to get onto it. Reed Brown puts a challenge in. It spins. Was there a foul there by Belgodier? No, there wasn't. Referee points at the ball, says it was a clean challenge. Williams tries to nod a header down. Oh, Caraballo tried to run with that. Couldn't quite keep it with him. Lovely sunset brewing in Kissimmee, Florida. Osceola Heritage Park, the site for this one. Orlando at home for the first time in 3 matches. A 1-1 draw with Chattanooga, a 2-1 win over Cincinnati the match before that, and a pair of draws before that game. One of those was on the road at Crown Legacy. After this one, they then venture on the road for 4 matches straight. They won't be back here for a little over a month until August 30th against Crown Legacy. Floated forward. Haruna. Gomez. The strike from distance, blocked there by Trombino. Well worked quickly by Huntsville to open some sort of angle. This is rolled out wide. It's Gaines who's going to be on it now. Reed Brown across to defend. Cushioned header down, low strike, stopped Rojas. Great save by Juan Rojas, quickly down to his right-hand side. Good header down, just to drop it right where it needed to be. Malachi Molina got everything behind that one, looking for his 5th goal of the season. Big time block. Leao calling for it. Reed Brown now. Looking to just play one over the top. It's a foot race. Leao trying to get there. Gaines before him. Back to Mackey. goes with a foot through it. Reed Brown tugging down his opponent there. Molina down. Scooped into the box. Flag stays down. Copy that. Check that. Flag goes up. Offside against Huntsville there. It's going to be a free kick for Orlando City. This portion of the match is brought to you by your Central Florida Audi dealers. Visit AudiOffers.com for exceptional offers. 10 minutes in the second half. Both teams still prodding at one another, trying to find that route through. Reed Brown trying to do that. Is he brought down? Thinks he was. The referee says it's a clean challenge. Cushioned down. Molina driving. Try to get in the box. A good challenge. Take it away from his foot. Into the box for Molina. Looking at options to the side. The shot blocked. Roll out for Gaines. Gaines across. Rojas gets onto it. Grenade down. It's going to be a foul. Grenade brought down by Gomez. Ball rolling again for Huntsville. Huntsville winning last time out against Atlanta United 2, a 2-0 win. It's big for them to get that first result in quite some time. Talked to Chris O'Neill about that. Just confidence from winning to see that result go their way. Okay, Molina drives at the back line. something that Eddie Wilding reflected as well, noting that the team they're playing today, Huntsville, in a better vein of form than they were when they played them back in June, and how it can have a big impact on the kind of opponent you see on any given day. But it was 2 draws before that against Philadelphia and Chicago Fire, and a win in their last match. So picking up some points, beginning to crawl towards that playoff line. Certainly make a real case for themselves to get to the final 10 or so matches of the MLS Next Pro season. Remarkable that we're already almost at this point in the campaign. Reed Brown trying to see this out for a goal kick. He will do so successfully. Orlando, meanwhile, 1 win in their last 5, but picked up some draws in their last few games to get some additional points. Got a shootout win against Chattanooga last time out. They've drawn 7 times. They've won 4 of the shootouts that followed it. They stand on 35 points in the Eastern Conference. Right now, Orlando slipping into 5th with the way results currently hold. Huntsville would jump past Toronto FC 2 into 12th spot. Looking at that 8th spot, it is beginning to get to be a bit of a gap. CT United on 31 points. Red Bull New York 2 on 32 in 7th spot. Both teams want points. Huntsville want to stay in the discussion for that lower end playoff spot. Orlando want to avoid slipping into that group and want to stay towards the top end of the pack. If they can get 3 points, they'll jump up to be level on points with 3rd spot New England, just 2 away from Crown Legacy, who lead in the Eastern Conference. Elsewhere in Next Pro, Austin FC 2 and Houston Dynamo 2 are playing. It's a 1 versus 2 matchup in the Western Conference. So after Portland Timbers 2, 1 in the 3rd spot in the West. Struck from distance, too much from Brunet. It's kind of match that just needs something like that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a substitution for Orlando City B in the 62nd minute. Leading the game is number 80, Nacho Gomez. He's replaced by number 58, Nicholas Lacheras.
Gomez makes way for Lacheras.
We also have a substitution for Huntsville City FC in the 62nd minute. Leaving the game is number 10, Maximus Eck. He's replaced by number 26, Zidane Yanez.
Eck making way for Zidane Yanez is the other change. Will not be a 10th of the season for Yanez in this one, or Eck, I should say. It's his replacement, Yanez, who will pick up the mantle of trying to score for Huntsville. 3rd sub appearance of the year for Yanez, just 1 assist. No goals as of yet. Eck, who missed much of 2024 and 25 due to injury. He's had a great year, best year as a pro so far. Didn't score today though. Inside now in the box, driving through. Opportunity, he'll cut across. It's tapped home. It's a brilliant bit of work to pass it across goal, and it's the first touch of the day for Zidane Yanez. It breaks this match open. It's Huntsville 1, Orlando 0. The first goal as a professional.
Ladies and gentlemen, Huntsville City FC goal scorer number 26,
Yanez.
Zinedine Yanez, in the 64th minute.
Brilliant work to get it to him. And this is his third appearance with Huntsville City. Makes it 1-0, just moments after coming onto the field. What's the response now from Orlando City B? What's the attitude now from Huntsville City? The game has shifted for the first time today. Reed Brown, sliding intervention. This portion of the match is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Haruna back, all the way back for Rojas. This one spins into the midfield, rolled forward, laid back. Good strength from Molina, merges with it here. Driving along the back line, shifted out wide. Cristiano, Belize. Driving through, shifted out wide. Quick 1-2 played into the box. Important intervention. It's out of play now for a goal kick, is it? I think there's a bit of frustration there from a Huntsville City perspective. They thought that one was not last off of them. Huntsville slowing the tempo just a little bit. Comfortable to draw Orlando out here, not push themselves into too much harm. Bit of pushing and shoving after the whistle had gone. Tempers flaring a bit. Valise and Reed Brown the center of attentions. Reed Brown. A little push in the chest of Valise. Valise a big tumble. It's a free kick for Orlando City B. And it's a trio of subs being ready to come into the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 substitutions for Orlando City B in the 70th minute.
Nicholas Torres.
First leaving the game is number 65, Gustavo Caraballo. He's replaced by number 70, Justin Hilton. Second leaving the game is number 59, Caleb Trombino. He's replaced by number 75, Nico Torres. And finally leaving the game is number 54, Albright Chicamso. He's replaced by number 36, Titus Sandy Jr.
All the way back to Rojas. Huntsville a goal from Tidan Yanez. Might still be the only touch in the match. You don't mind that from your center forward if their touches are that prolific. Haruna driving at the back line. Issa Haruna into the box, slowed down here. Movement to the interception. Hilton a nice step over, rather drop of the shoulder I should say. Try and open up some space. The Huntsville player down behind the ball. Molina. Coming together between those two players. Yanez on the Sheriffs. Rolled in. Good drop of the shoulder to get past Pedro Leao. Moved along the defense. Huntsville trying to just keep things ticking. Avoid conceding any major opportunities here. It's laid back. A shift in the attack here. Shizawa moving it to the far side. Molina a back heel. Waiting for options to present themselves. Brunet. Prior passing, poked along. It's Gaines now with it. Gaines trying to go onto his left. Reed Brown, great defensive work there. Comes away with it here. Reed Brown trying to carry forward, big slide intervention out for a throw. Substitution can take place now. Huntsville looking to bring Nick Pariano.
Ladies and gentlemen, substitution for Huntsville City FC in the 75th minute.
15th, rather 17th appearance of the season for Nick Pariano. Substitution will happen in a moment. Valise set to make way, but I think they want to make sure that that sub is what they want to do fully. So Pariano is in a holding pattern, and Valise will come off in a moment. Poked away. Here is Valise. Rolled to the side. Brunet. Out wide. It's Gaines. Back to Brunet. Visit experiencekissimmee.com and find a world of vacation fun in the big, bold heart of Florida. Less than 15 minutes to go in this one from Osceola Heritage Park. Huntsville up a goal. Zidane Yanez, the scorer of it. Rolled out onto the left wing. Brunet. Low cross. Rojas going to get it. It spills, though. A collision between him and Okonski. Brunet. Valise. Floated over the top. Huntsville building out from the back here. A pretty standard yellow card challenge there. Charles Brunet takes the yellow card in exchange for slowing that attack from Orlando City B, and it will actually lead us into our hydration break. Really wanted to get some more. Both coaches a chance to talk to their players in this hydration.
Due to the high temperature at tonight's match, for the safety of the players, the referee has indicated that a cooling break will commence. The break will last up to 3 minutes. Thank you.
Mentalities are coming out of this from OCB and Huntsville. Huntsville trying to lead on back-to-back games.
And ladies and gentlemen, a yellow card has been issued to Huntsville City FC number 6, Charles Burnett,
Orlando are trying
in
to
the
come from
79th
behind
minute.
again and get points against Huntsville. saw it in the match last night between these two teams at the MLS level, Orlando and Nashville. It was a really well-worked move from Justin Ellis to slide a ball in for Tyrese Spicer, scored the lone goal of the game. This time round, it was another really good move. This time round by Huntsville. That was
Ladies and gentlemen, we also have 2 substitutions for Huntsville City FC in the 80th minute.
So they will make that change of Moises Feliz making way for Nick Mariano. They're going to attack on Xavier
replaced by
Aguilar,
number 24,
coming on
Nicholas
for
Parlana.
Yoshizawa.
Also leaving the game is number 70, Nisei Yoshizawa. He's replaced by number 77, Javier Aguilar. And we have a substitution for Orlando City B in the 81st minute. Leaving the game is number 72, Landon Okonski. He's replaced by number 51, Brady Kendall.
Brady Kendall will come into the match as well for his 7th substitute appearance of the year. All 7 of his appearances in Nexpro so far have been off the bench. This one is in place of Landon Okonski. 9 minutes plus stoppage time, might get a few of it. Orlando to chase an equalizer, Huntsville to chase back-to-back wins. Goal kick here for Huntsville. Going to do their absolute best to try and just work this one to the final whistle. Huntsville go 11th with a win. They won 4 games in a row from the end of April through a chunk in May against Miami, Chattanooga, Carolina, and Cincy. Since then have not won back-to-back games. Reed Brown, a tug of the shoulder. It's a free kick for Huntsville here. Williams gets ahead to it. Another. Amu Mensah. Clever pass for Haruna. Rolled out wide. Amu Mensah the target. Williams gets there first. Boots it out of play. No nonsense. Yeah, last touches. Haruna. Really good clearance. Long ball upfield. Amu Mensah fighting for it. Rojas off his line, gets to it. That'll be a foul. Coming together between Hilton and Cristiano. Reed Brown sprays a pass upfield. Williams, it's back. That's a poor pass given away. Kendall nips in to win it. Strong sliding challenge brings down Leao. Haruna intercepts. Issa Haruna trying to go over the top. Belvedere looking to latch onto it. He will get there. Belvedere, Kendall. To hear Reed Brown. Belvedere driving in, trying to clip it towards goal. Easily dealt with by Mackey. It's a Huntsville throw, less than 3 minutes to go. Brunet backwards. Molina going into the back of Reed Brown. It's a foul. Sandy Jr. Here is Titus Sandy Jr. Trombino. Haruna had a goal scored and a hydration break, injury pause or two. We'll see how much additional time is added on at the end of the 90. Fired forward. Mackey will keep this in play and force pressure on him before he picks this up. Belvedere. tosses it forward. Frustrations, there was no foul there against Belvedere.
The fourth official has indicated that there will be a minimum of 4 minutes of added time.
4 minutes added on at the end of the 90. Huntsville, can they try and kill it here? Molina for Brunet. Options alongside him, rolls it along. A shot towards goal, blocked, spins away. Leao sprinting back to press. Williams rolls it into the channel. Rojas off his line. Keep that in play. No, he did not. It's out for a goal kick. Foul going against OCB, 1 of the 4 minutes down. Huntsville trying to see this one out for what could be a massive win. They're back at home against Crown Legacy, a very talented side. On Saturday, Orlando is on the road at CT United on Saturday as well. Off Orlando. It's a Huntsville corner. And they will be in absolutely no rush to take it. Scooped forward. Aguilar trying to nod that one into the channel. Torres. Leao. Belvedere thought he was fouled, won't get the foul. Haruna pushed over there. It's a free kick. Rojas will be up to take it. They're going to push numbers forward here, Orlando will. Can't imagine there are many more chances. This is the foul just a moment ago. Slipped in, attempting to at least. This is going to spin towards the end line, out of play. A corner kick in the final seconds of this match. Rojas will make himself an option. Everybody forward for Orlando City B. Can be taken, some pushing and shoving. Add to the drama and the tension. In swinging corner, into the mix, pushed away, powerful header. Haruna Out wide. Underlap from Amu Mensah. Gets the cross in, put towards goal. Squirms away. And the full-time whistle sounds.
The final score, Orlando City B 0, Huntsville City FC
both of their trips to Osceola Heritage Park. This time 1-0. Zidane Yanez off the bench, taps it home. Tonight's man of the match is presented by Adidas in a 1-0 win. And the match typically goes to that goal scorer. Very efficient. Walk on the field, take one touch, score it. Yanez sub moments earlier and just taps this one home. Wonderful work to get it to him. But Zidane Yanez, the goal scorer in this one for Huntsville City FC in a 1-0 win. 28 points up to 11th spot. Huntsville are their next at home against Crown Legacy. OCD begin a 4-match road stand at CT United on Saturday. For our entire MLS Next Pro broadcast crew, I'm Jack Edwards. Our final score is Orlando 0, Huntsville 1. Don't forget, you can watch MLS Next Pro all season long at MLSNextPro.com and OneFootball. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night.
This copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.